Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the WorldCAR ARCA series and WorldCAR in general. I'm your owner/commissioner, Yugoslav Pony 25, otherwise known by different names. We're here at Rockingham for the LEGO 100. I am here with your commentator for this race, BK. BK, how's it going?
Going great. Thanks for having
And
me.
we've got a special guest here in the booth. That would be Dale. So, Dale, say hello to the fans.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
All right. So, gentlemen, what do we expect from this race today?
Well, if it's anything like the truck race, I expect chaos and a really weird timed yellow.
Fair enough.
And I
this
expect
race-
the opposite. I expect
This
probably
race is
clean racing and very early wreck.
The calmest race. No, yeah. Good luck, buddy. Anywho, so this is the WorldCAR ARCA series. Let's get this lineup underway, shall we, gentlemen? So,
Yeah.
starting on the pole for the LEGO 100 here at Rockingham is going to be the number 88 of Casey Kane, driving the number 88 Mountain Dew Chevy for Junior Motorsports. And alongside him is Tristan McKee in the number 78 Spookies Designs Chevy for Pinnacle Racing Group.
And starting in the
And then
second row, we have the number 24 Chipotle Mexican Grill Toyota Camry of Dakota Sullivan driving for his own team, Dakota Sullivan Racing. And then we've got the number 98 of Jeffrey Earnhardt in the IK9 Toyota Camry.
No, that's not Jeffrey Earnhardt. That is, I believe, the number 98 of Scootaloo in the IK9 Toyota Camry for Gaunt Wonderbolt Racing.
Hold on, let me...
Huh.
Where the fuck
Interesting.
is the roster?
Oh,
Uh,
this is one of the Kits Millers, right?
no,
Is it
this
still
is
Kits Miller?
Andres Perez.
Oh.
Kits Miller
one's
towards
Kits-
the back.
Oh, I know that one. It's Hatsune Miku.
Yes, so next to him is Hatsune Miku. And then in the next row, we've got the number 45 MBM Ream car, actually, driven by Brooklyn Newman, I believe related to Ryan Newman in some capacity. I'm not actually sure. And alongside her is Brian Scott, and number 2 Tax Slayer Chevy for Richard Childress Racing. And in the next row, we've got the hell yeah brother Cletus McFarland driving the number 30 Fox Sports Chevy for Pinnacle Racing Group, and alongside him is Kenny Irwin Jr. in the number 42 Tabasco Chevy for Team Sabco. And in this next row right here, we've got Adam Petty in the number 43 Sprint Chevy for Team Sabco. And alongside him is Jack Wood in the number 13 Nurtec Ford for MBM. And then in the next row, we have Sonic the Hedgehog in the number 35 Oscar Mayer Ford for Front Row Motorsports. And alongside him is Alan Kowicki in the number 52 Clover Chevy for Hendrick Motorsports. And in the next row, we've got, of course, good old KFB son Braxton Bush in the number 77 NOS Energy Drink Chevy for Spire Motorsports. And alongside him is Bobby Zelensky in the number 82 Duracell Chevy for Pinnacle Racing Group. And in the next row, we've got Justin Marks in the number 91 Credit One Bank Chevy for his own team Trackhouse. And alongside him is Olivia Dunn or Dune. I'm unsure about the pronunciation. Driving the number 86 DC Solar Chevy for Blue Fury Racing. And right in this row, actually, you know what, BK, why don't you introduce this row right here?
This is Brennan Jones driving number 4. I almost said 45 for 2311 Racing. This team was thrown together with cardboard and scrap metal. I'm surprised they even made it to the track, let alone qualify P13.
And alongside him is going to be the number 21 Tenda Hill Ford for Tyler Cornell in the number 21 Wood Brothers Ford. And in the next row, we've got the number 22 of Cole Denton in the Dodge. And alongside him is his teammate, Caden Quaffle, the brother of, I believe, Carson Quaffle in the number 12 Bass Pro Shops Dodge for Team Penske. And alongside them in the row behind them, we've got the number 20 Napa Filter Chevy of Cole Denton. And alongside him is Team Sabco's number 40 of Sterling Marlin. Not really in the silver bullet, but could be.
The blue
And
bullet.
behind them, we've got Davey Allison in the number 28 Texaco Haviland Ford for Haas Yates. And alongside them is Kasane Tito in the number 19 for FZY JGR. And in this next row, we've got the number 23 of Spooky driving the number 23 Dex Imaging Toyota for his own team, SBK Racing. And alongside him is Tyler Custer. So you might know him from the real-life journalism scene, but he is also a World Car racer. So good luck to him. And in the next row, we've got Kirby in the number 33 Chevy for Richard Childress Racing. And alongside him is the number 87 of Travis Pastrana. And as we get through the following rows here, we have Destiny Spurlock in the number 62 Halmar Friesen Toyota. And alongside her is the 72 driven by Carson Brown. And then in the number 8, we have Connor Hall. And alongside him is Patrick Staropoli. And then in the row behind him, we've got, I believe this is Isaac Kitzmiller. And alongside him is Dove Cameron. And in the row behind him, we've got Spitfire in the 96 and the 15 of Isabella Robusto. And then if we get into the following last rows, we got last week's winner. The first ARCA winner this season, World Car ARCA winner, that would be Hamster in the number 11 FZY Designs Toyota. And alongside him is Ferdinand Habsburg in the number 17 Valvoline Chevy for HMS. And in the final row, we've got the number 29 Ryan Huff in the number 29 Ford for Galaxy King Racing. And in the final spot here, we find ourselves Bobby Hamilton Jr. in the number 04 Nations Guard Chevy for Team Sabco.
We did have one car fail to qualify here for this race at Rockingham. It was AJ Lee in the 26.
It's all right. You're good. For those of you wondering, yes, our commentator is fine. He's just coughing right now. Anywho, as the field gets ready to set pace around turn 3 and 4. Actually, you know what, BK? Why don't you set us off for this green flag, shall we?
Yes. Okay, I've been waiting for this one my whole life. The pace car going to gear up to make that hard left turn on the pit road. We're going to get ready to go for 46 laps here in the Rock. They get ready. They're going. They're on the loud pedal here in Rockingham.
Diving it down into turn number 1, Casey Kane with the early advantage. Dakota Sullivan is right there. Oh, and the 13 got into the wall back there. Oh, and around goes the 4.
Oh my God, it's a big
and
one.
the 82 is caught up in it. Spooky's collected. Well, that guest commentator was not lying. Dakota Sullivan leads him back to the start-finish line. What was that? That was only lap 1.
Brennan Jones, tough break for him.
Honestly, yeah, that kind of sucks. And then, of course, we've got the 82 Bobby Zelensky also caught up in this one. He was also caught up early on in the Daytona race as well. So
there's still smoke on the back straightaway.
Yeah, 2 weeks. Well, not really 2 weeks in a row, but 2 ARCA races in a row where the 82 got caught up in someone's early mess early on in this one. Let's take a look at what happened back here to set off.
Yeah, Jones had a couple of really, really big hits right there. I'm not sure what up. Oh, the 13 got on the wall, and then just wrong place, wrong time. There's 21 on top of someone there. I didn't quite see who it was. I think it might have been the 86.
Let's get another look again. I believe Tyler Cornell. Oh yeah, that was a chain reaction, and then right happened. Oh yeah,
can't get by him. Just hopped over the fender, the 86 DC Solar Machine.
Man, that was some driving right there. Thankfully, no one else got caught up in it. Cole Denton thankfully slowed down there. Man, and we're only on lap 3.
Well, man, I knew there would be some chaos, but I didn't think it would be to this extent. Lap 1 wreck, turn 1 wreck. I believe we might, the number 4, the 4 might be going home here today.
Or no, he's not. He didn't come down pit road. Davey Allison was, I think, the only car that went down pit road, and I think that was just for damage repairs. I don't think they're going to come down pit road, at least anytime soon as of right now. But then again, if I were a crew chief, and if a big wreck happened on the very first lap, what would your first instinct be, BK?
Get to the front as quickly as possible. That's what I would say, but obviously, just a stack up happened from 13 getting up into the outside wall, and just nobody could avoid it. And it sucks for a lot of these guys who spent weeks trying to prepare this car for this one race and have it get thrown away in the first corner.
I mean, in all fairness, it doesn't look like anyone's coming down pit road for some damaged repairs or anything, I think everyone should be fine. Let's get a listen in on the number 4 radio chatter. Let's listen in.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened right there. I mean, he just mowed down the wall, and then I just had nowhere to go.
It's fine. I think our car's repairable enough. Just try keeping it up out there, okay?
Yeah, okay, I'll just be an ass then, whatever.
Okay, we apologize for Brennan Jones's radio there. So yeah, early on lap 1 incident taking out not really a few contenders, but it is going to diminish their car's hopes. And of course, here at Rockingham, it's all about the last World Car ARCA race we had was at Daytona, which was all aero sensitive and all that. This one is not really aero sensitive, but it helps to have a good aero balance in the car. This is not going to help with some of those people trying to have a good aero balance in the car. In fact, it's going to probably trend the opposite way here. So what do you expect on this restart?
I expect much less chaos going off into turn number 1. I mean, obviously, these ARCA cars are way more planted than the trucks. So you'll see the trucks go around turn 1. You'll see them hit those bumps. They get loose. They had to back off. But these ARCA cars, they just don't need that. They have so much grip. They're so planted that it's just, yeah.
Man, oh man. All right, so the pace car, I believe the lights on the pace car are off, which means these top 5, Dakota Sullivan, Andres Perez, Casey Kane, Brooklyn Newman, and Tristan McKee are all going to come back to the green flag. And I would like to point out that the top 5 are not full-time drivers here. Well, some of them are attempting to be. Anywho, Dakota Sullivan in that number 24 is going to lead us back to the green flag, and back to the gas we go here at Rockingham.
Oh, a lot of chaos off there off the initial start. Got
Andres
3
Perez.
wide. 3 wide now off into turn number 1. Can we see another car in the outside wall? Oh, just barely nicked it.
Yeah, I think everyone got through there fine that time, but now Dakota Sullivan leads Brooklyn Newman in second, and I believe that is Tristan McKee going up in the third now as we enter on lap 7.
Up there, she's in 4th.
Not a lot of stock car experience underneath her belt, but she is starting to get used to it more and more quickly. I mean, her teammate won a race, for crying out loud, so maybe she can learn from him or something. And as we head out of 3 and 4 here at Rockingham and come back to the start-finish line, we remember the GOAT, Rowdy KFB Busch. And it looks like we have someone already down pit road, I believe. Let's take a look
I
here.
believe it might be. No, it's not Brennan
yeah,
Jones.
a few cars making pit stops. That is the 86, the 52, the 35, all coming down pit road. I think some of them are damage repairs like the 21, but others I think are trying to take advantage of strategy. I don't really know why this would constitute good strategy, but it's something at least.
What they're hoping for is this race to stay green all the way to the end of this race, because you can run about 30, 35 laps on fuel around this place. And they're just doing it, so like 10 laps in a row, because this is only a 46-lap race. That's pretty dang short. So they're making the pit stop as early as they can to maybe use some fresh tires to try to leapfrog, I guess you could say, the field. Your pole sitter, Casey Kane, might have been down there with them. No,
and we have trouble on the back straight. Oh, huge damage to the 33 of Kirby.
Kirby, big damage.
Bobby Zelensky, man, this guy can't catch a break to save his life.
You saw the front end damage on the 86. Not sure if that was from that lap 1 wreck or from this one.
That was probably from that lap 1 wreck. Let's see what happened this time to bring out the second caution of the race. What the?
Oh, wow. 72 just merged right in front of him.
That is a Kevin LePage move if I saw something like that. Wow.
He just moved right in front of Bobby Hamilton Jr.
Wow.
Brennan Jones barely sneaks by a spinning car. Not sure who that was.
Got a little bit of damage from that. 72 Carson Brown with heavy damage. So that brings out the second caution of this race.
And that is exactly what those guys that came down pit road did not want to see. They were hoping that this race would go green all the way through pit cycles.
Yeah, but and again, these guys over on the other hand, they got an opportunity to come down pit road, and they're taking it right here, right now. So let's see who will win the battle off pit road, as some of these guys do have damage. And it looks like Dakota Sullivan is going to lead the field coming out of pit road, with Brooklyn Newman in second, Tristan McKee. I believe that is Andres Perez, and Brian Scott with an impressive pit stop. Honestly, kudos to that number 2 team. They've been trying to grind and work for all their lives. So to have them pay off a little bit means a little something to that number 2 team. Anywho, we have a few DNFs we have to address. There is Kirby right there, man. And the thing is, he was just getting used to these stock cars. If I'm not gonna lie, it's a little painful to know that if you're not good at racing or stock cars, and if you slowly try to get used to it and get caught up in wrecks, that can definitely diminish your confidence. As well, if the race goes on, it just diminishes your confidence very, very quickly, as seen by some experience. Yeah.
Someone who does have a lot of experience is Brian Scott in these stock cars. Well, experience is kind of showing right now. He's up front in the top 10. We'll just see how that plays out until the end of the race. So hopefully experience can pay over. Not sure if he actually ran out of Rockingham, though.
I think he did in real life, but I'm not sure what year. Maybe not. I could be completely wrong for all I know.
Well, he stopped going to Rockingham in what, 2012 in the trucks?
Well, they stopped going to Rockingham originally in 2004 for the top 2 divisions, and they stopped going to Rockingham.
2012.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. Trucks came back to Rockingham for like 2012, 2013, and then they left again, and then they're back again. So maybe Brian Scott does not have a lot of experience here like we thought he would. So that's gonna leave.
His experience in these stock cars can definitely help with one of these bumpier racetracks like Rockingham. So, I mean, yeah, Brooklyn Newman also turning heads today, qualified, I think, 4th or 5th.
Yeah, and remember, she is, I believe, in some way related to Ryan Newman. I'm not sure in what capacity or fashion, but there were reports that she did talk to Ryan before entering the car today, so maybe some experience there from the Newman lineage. We'll see.
I mean, Ryan Newman, obviously a very, very good dirt racer, a very, very good NASCAR racer, the 2008 Daytona 500 winner.
Yeah, that's in real life. In this universe, he got a win, I believe, at Michigan in season 1. And in this season right now, he's actually doing pretty consistent for himself, at least for the moment. On track to make the chase, probably. But we'll see what his relative, Brooklyn, can do in this very race. As the pace car comes back down on pit road, Dakota Sullivan is going to take us back once again to the green flag and back to the gas they go here at Rockingham.
Brian Scott already making a move up to the top line before the start-finish line. I'm not sure if that's going to be a penalty there. I don't think it will, though.
No, it won't, but that's going to be... That's not really a brilliant move. Yeah, he's wall right.
Oh, he's in the wall.
That is quite possibly not the best move you want to make here at Rockingham. And that's why! Exactly why!
Upside down was the number 96, and it's the big one here at Rockingham. Another car on his lid. I believe that might have been the 86.
And this is the big one. Wow! That's a lot of cars. That took out like half the field in this one. Oh, man! And just as I thought, chaos was just starting to not really play a factor here. So number 4, Brennan Jones, he's done. Bobby Hamilton Jr. is done.
Hamilton Jr.'s in it.
Yeah, Jack Wood. And then we got the number 90. Is that the number 98?
Yeah, the initial car, I think that went over. The 96 machine.
Yeah. No, let's see. I'm going to take a look at it again, but that was quite possibly the biggest wreck I think we've had in WorldCAR, and in season 2 so far, and that's not even it's not even close. Let's see what happened right here to bring out this gargantuan mess of a wreck. Oh, contact between Connor Hall and Olivia Dunn or Dune.
She just climbed over the wall.
Honestly, tough break for Scootaloo. Still trying to get used to stock cars. Adam Petty collected, as you saw the last ARCA winner we had. Hamster caught up in this one. So let me just slow it down here real quick. So the 86 had contact with the 8 and then went up with the 86 of Olivia Dunn. Put the 98 in the wall on her side. And then she just slowly rides down here. Yeah, the 22, I believe that is Cole Butcher, got caught up in this one. Cole Denton, I believe. Oh, wow, he barely missed the inside wall for that one. But then, of course, Travis Pastrana getting sideways right there. I think just stacked up the rest of the field. You can see after that, there's really no place to go. And so
Sterling
therefore,
Marlin.
Cameron gets collected.
Oh, I didn't even see this. The 43 climbs over the top of the 11 of Hamster.
Yeah, that sucks. Wow, Hamster was up on his side.
Oh, look at
Ferdinand
the air for the
Hansford.
86 machine.
Yeah, Olivia Dunn up in the air. Patrick Staropoli's collected. Isaac Kitzmiller collected. Bobby Hamilton Jr., Davey Allison. I see.
Sterling Marlin was right in the middle of it. Can we get an on board with him? He was like right behind that initial flip.
Yeah, let's go
Sterling
on board
Marlin was
Sterling Marlin.
right
This is
there.
going to be some crazy audio to hear. Let's listen in. All right, 3 wide, 3 record in the front, back it down, back it down. Holy bitch, how did we get away from that? I don't know, just keep driving.
Hey, that was a hell of a wheelman right there, Sterling Marlin. How about that?
Yeah, there's a reason why this man has won so much on the super speedways and why this man was originally supposed to be touted as a championship contender. Let's go on board of some people who I think barely missed out. Let's go on board of Ryan Huff. All right. There's people in front of you. Oh, the record. Back it out. Hit the brakes.
How the heck did you get through that, man?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. So that was definitely something.
What a great wreck avoidance by that number 29. I mean, wow. I had me on the edge of my seat.
That had to be like on the edge of everybody's seats there. That was
Man.
amazing.
Wow.
I mean, these drivers are aggressive. They can get into huge wrecks, but they're also really talented, as demonstrated right then and there. So, and with that, literally nothing has changed, and Spitfire is blowing up, which sucks for the Gaunt Wonderbolts team. So that's not one, but 2 of their cars that are basically screwed now. Don't know why she's staying on the full main racing surface when that's clearly probably about to be a yellow in like a lap or 2. But anyways, there's some. I thought that was damage to Brooklyn Newman. No, there was not. Anywho, Dakota Sullivan leading once again. Can we please have a long green flag run for once? And back to the gas we go here at Rockingham. Diving it down through turn 1 and 2. It looks like Dakota Sullivan has already got a handle.
Oh, we got one of Brooklyn Newman.
Already. It's been 1 lap. Then again, we had a wreck on lap 1. I'm not surprised. Connor Hall, although technically he's running in the 96.
He's in the pit barrels.
Yeah, she definitely is in the pit barrels. All right, Spitfire is. Man. Maybe it was a mistake putting people who don't know how to stock car in stock cars. We can hear that, by the way.
Oh. Let's get on board then.
So, yeah, sorry. Nah, you're good. But yeah, that was some great on board there. Anywho, Miku up to 2nd. How about Cletus McFarland up into 3rd?
Wow.
Oh, sorry, hang on. That was the audio, I believe, from Cletus McFarland's radio.
Yo.
So right now, Cletus McFarland actually running the race of his life, actually. Now in the top 3, trying to contend with Hatsune Miku and Dakota Sullivan for the win here at Rockingham. But the question is, do they have enough time? Because Rockingham's it's both an aero-sensitive and one where you actually have to know how to drive in order to drive the racetrack. Because if not, you could wind up in the big one, or you could wind up in several smaller incidents throughout the day. But overall, when all is said and done, I think the real drivers rise to the occasion, and the people who have the talent, they can exceed expectations. What's your thoughts on those?
Well, I mean, obviously, I honestly wasn't paying attention.
Fair enough.
I don't know what you said.
I basically said that Rockingham was a driver's racetrack. It functions a little similar like Darlington. Like how I mentioned in the truck race, people would often get into the wall, create some sort of pseudo Darlington stripe, but at Rockingham, so it's a Rockingham stripe. But unfortunately, I think way too many people have, well, at least in art in
Well,
this
I think some
ARCA
drivers might have a
series.
little bit more than a Rockingham stripe.
Yeah, they can't really
Might
get
have a
out of their own
Rockingham
way.
race car.
Yeah, a bunch of those teams are gonna have to pay heavy repairs for those cars now. As we look through the rest of the field, let me see here. There's Justin Marks in fourth. He had a solid day at Daytona too, so great to see him running in the top 5, as well as Brexton Bush. How about that for the young kid?
Casey Kane, the pole sitter, he's back down to 6th.
And in 7th, we find ourselves Andres Perez. There was some speculation that Andres Perez could be possibly rumored to sign a contract with Honda, but nothing is confirmed as of yet. But he is running at this track in a few days. He'll be running the number 84 Honda, trying to get the GT Autosport program started here in the WorldCAR in this WorldCAR thing here. Anywho,
Well, since we're on the topic of brand new teams making brand new starts, both the Cup race and the Orion race will both have brand new team and brand new driver on the grid, attempting the race at least. 2311 Racing going to attempt to make their debut here in WorldCAR.
Oh yes,
with
indeed.
Bryson, it's the Truck Series driver. Brandon Jones will attempt both the Cup and Orion race. Hopefully, they can do as good as the qualifying job as Brennan did here today, qualifying P14. Hopefully, they don't get in the wrecks, though.
Yeah, yeah, but if there's anything that's not certain here in WorldCAR is that the wrecks, they usually come by surprise, as we have definitely witnessed here today, as the laps continue to wind down with Dakota Sullivan in the lead. He's got 16 laps to go. Can he hold on against Hatsune Miku and Cletus McFarland?
I mean, things have kind of calmed down since that really, really big wreck. I mean, people have seen it they saw that wreck and said, oh, we need to back it off right now or else someone's going to die out here. Or at least go into the catch vents.
Oh, yeah. We've had
just backed it down.
As someone who's been here for forever, I can tell you straight up that WorldCAR does have a risk of death in it, but it's not been as prevalent this season as we would have probably seen since last season. Rest in peace, Logano and Truex. Anywho, as they get around the number 8 lap car right there, I believe Justin Marks and Cletus McFarland are now going to be
around the 8.
What?
McFarland around the lap car.
Yes, indeed. Oh, Justin Marks apparently,
wow.
I think, forgot that the low side there does not really work.
That's that loose thing I was talking about back in the pre-race. Those things can get really loose on the bottom of entry turn 1. You get too low, you're going to hit those bumps at the wrong angle. It's going to send your car sideways.
Oh yes, indeed. Oh yes, indeed. Well, yeah, I can tell you straight up that these cars they're a little sensitive. They can snap on a dime, and they can also cause some huge wrecks as we have just witnessed. But they are also extremely competitive, as we are seeing right now. Dakota Sullivan trying to pull away to potentially get his first WorldCAR ARCA win, and his first WorldCAR win
maybe get in the way of that.
Oh yes, indeed. Lap cars could play an influence to that. Although, as we saw back there with Connor Hall, yeah, right there, lap cars did not really play a factor into anything there. As right now, Dakota Sullivan.
The gap looks to be around 2.5 seconds there, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Dakota Sullivan definitely pulling away from Hatsune Miku there. The real question is...
Miku kind of closed in that lap. It was 1.6, now it's 1.5.
Yeah, that might have been because of the lap car's help, so I don't think it's going to be... I don't think it's going to be as quick this time. Yeah, as they come to the line this time...
20 to go.
Yeah, 10 laps to go.
Oh, shoot. Sorry. My bad. Whoopsies.
You're good. That's right.
Miku had a little bit more of a struggle getting around. I think maybe one car might have gotten in the wall there. I think it might have been Cletus McFarland off of turn number 2. It looks like he got really, really high off the exit. Not sure if he actually did hit the wall, though.
Oh, I don't think he did. He didn't get one of those Rockingham strikes that we were talking about earlier. It looks like his car looks fine as of right now, but having a clean race is probably the best case scenario for Cletus McFarland right now, because considering what the majority of the field had to deal with this race, it's
Look
kind
at
of
that damaged car. How is that thing still on the racetrack?
I don't know. I'm not an engineer, so I wouldn't know a damn thing about that. But as of right now, it's still the 24 of Dakota Sullivan out in front, Hatsune Miku in second, Cletus McFarland in third. And how about Andres Perez getting around, I believe, Justin Marks for the 5th position? And I believe that was one car in the wall there. I think that might have been the 79. But right now, Dakota Sullivan has this race on rails, has it on lock. And as of right here, right now, these drivers are starting to get desperate here. You're going to start seeing a lot more desperate moves. Ryan Huff to the inside of Brian Scott, as Scott right now is getting held up by a lap car and Adam Petty.
Well, I mean, once these tires start to wear here, you could see some drivers, maybe start to downshift in the corners late in the going. You'll especially see that late in the run with worn tires. They'll downshift in the corner, try to get that extra RPM to get that corner exit speed.
Oh, yes, indeed. We have 6 laps to go here at Rockingham. And right now, the 24 has been dominant for the latter half of the day. And once again, that was the onboard of Cletus McFarland. Let's get that on board again, shall we?
Oh,
yes, indeed.
I can't do it. There we go. That's fun to do.
Yeah, fair enough. So yeah, Cletus McFarland with a really powerful engine underneath him. But is it powerful enough to take down the 24 or the 18? I don't think it's going to be enough time. There's 2 lap cars in between Miku and Dakota Sullivan. The real question is, how much time do they have?
I mean, obviously they don't have a lot of time with just 4 laps to go here in this Rocky. I mean, this race has flown by.
Oh, well, and the 24, I think, just got into the wall there. Don't think it's going to lose too much momentum and speed on his side in that case. It's going to lose maybe a bit, but it's not going to change the race in a really bad way as Miku gets around Scootaloo in the 98.
Well, I mean, if you hit that wall hard enough, you can maybe bend a toe link. That could really, really ruin your race. Or also, if you hit it too hard, you saw it in the truck race, it can bend a splitter, it can bend a fender. If you hit that wall at the wrong place at the wrong time, it can really derail your race.
Oh, yes, indeed, as that 24 continues to chug along. Coming to 2 laps to go here at Rockingham. Trying to earn his first WorldCAR ARCA win. Dakota Sullivan having no traffic up in front to hold up Miku with. The real question is, does Dakota Sullivan have enough race car underneath him to hold off the 18?
Remember, Miku was one of those people that came down pit road around lap 9. So I don't see her catching him, let alone passing him, especially with only 1 to go here. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go here on the Rock. Hatsune Miku in that second spot, 2.8 seconds, was catching for a little bit from that lap. Traffic just wasn't able to do much of it, though.
Coming out of turn number 3 and 4, the 24 Dakota Sullivan. In this series, we had Dale Apache die. Dakota Sullivan had to start his own team, and now he's a WorldCAR winner here at The Rock. Dakota Sullivan wins the Lego 100 here at Rockingham.
What a great performance by that driver. I mean, he flat out drove away for that win right there. I mean, so impressive by Dakota.
Honestly, great run by him and his team. And this may put him in a points battle with Justin Marks, because Justin Marks and him were top 4 in the standings. They both might be 1 and 2 right now. We might have a big fight for the championship. Let's take a look at the rest of the grid here. Of course, Miku second, oh so close to her first win of the season. And then, of course, Cletus McFarland in third, Justin Marks solid top 5, Ryan Huff 5th, Brian Scott 6th, Brexton Bush impressive 7th, Kane Quaffle 8th, Casey Kane, the pole sitter, garnering 9th place. Good job by him. Tyler Custer rounds out the field with a solid top 10. Then in 11th, we've got Tristan McKee. Then we've got Brooklyn Newman. I believe that was Andres Perez. Then Cole Denton. Then That, I believe, is Isabella Robusto, Sterling Marlin, Dove Cameron, and then I believe that is Kasane Tito. And
Obviously,
then
that
we've got
record
the
voting.
87, Travis Pastrana, the 22 of not Cole Denton, that was the 20. This is Cole Butcher. They've got similar names. Then we've got Davey Allison, Hamster, Patrick Staropoli, and then, of course, Isaac Kitzmiller, Sonic, Adam Petty, Destiny Spurlock, Kenny Irwin, Alan Kowicki, I believe Scootaloo, who flipped and somehow still kept going. And then we've got Connor Hall, Tyler Cornell, Spooky, Carson Brown, and then, of course, the DNF cars of Spitfire, Ferdinand Habsburg, Jack Wood, Bobby Hamilton Jr., Brennan Jones, the 86 of Olivia Dunn, or Dune, I still can't tell. And then finally, to round out the field, we've got Bobby Zelensky and the 33 of Kirby. So, BK, thoughts on this race?
It was definitely chaotic in that early half there. The beginning half of this race was extremely chaotic with wrecks happening. It's what seemed like every single lap there would be a colossal wreck that took out at least 3 or 4 race cars. But things calmed down after that initial big one. And that allowed that number 24 Dakota Sullivan to kind of drive off from Hatsune Miku and able to get that win. Like, what a good drive for that 24 car.
Yeah, possible future World Car star in the making. We'll see here. But there's still a lot left to go in the World Car ARCA season. Tune in, I believe, Tuesday for the World Car Orion race, which I believe is called the Bass Pro Shops 300 here at Rockingham. And also, I'd like to send great thanks to Gene and C Sports, great broadcast partners all the way around. And we do apologize for the incessant swearing. We will try to limit those as much as we can. Again, great thanks to Gene and C Sports. We will see you guys next time for the Bass Pro Shops 300 here in World Car. Take care, y'all.
This telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or re-uploaded in any form without giving explicit credit to C Media, the featured properties under its C Sports division, and the sanctioning bodies featured in this presentation.